Hey guys, I just wanted to make a little video on how to properly utilize the Vietnamese economic bonus on Nomad. So the Vietnamese economic bonus is summarized by this dot point: economic upgrades cost no wood and research 100% faster. So that essentially means that the most of the economic bonus is in wood savings when you're researching the economic techs. And what you can do is when you get those techs, you can invest the saved wood back into your economy in farms, fishing ships, production buildings, etc., etc. It's particularly helpful on Nomad team games because as Vietnamese, they have a really good range unique unit that costs wood and gold. And with the economic upgrades not costing any wood, it means that you're not really going to be making food units apart from villagers unless you might decide to go into like halberdiers or something a bit later on. So you can invest your food into your economic upgrades and your wood into things like town centres and massing rat archers and whatnot. So I've just got this replay that I played against the AI, and I'm going to unpause it when I get to feudal age. So here, Nomad starts are always different, but I managed to click up to feudal age on 20 villages, and I'm going to showcase how I use the Vietnamese economic bonus to have a really nice boom on Nomad. So this would assume that you have a safe TC location in a team game that you've got a bit of time to work on your economy with. But I guess if you're relatively close to an enemy, you can put up a defensive castle and make some rat and archers, or you could go, I guess you could go for castle as well. But this is sort of more like the boom Vietnamese approach. All right, so I'm going to unpause the game. I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit. So currently I'm arriving to feudal with a lot of food because my fishing economy is working, and I have 6 fishing ships, and I made a second dock so that the fishing gathering is more efficient. That's something that I like to do on Nomad, is to have 2 to 3 docks while sort of going feudal and castle age. So I'm just going to arrive to feudal around 12 minutes. Now I'm not going to have the wood for the market and blacksmith. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one of the buildings, and then I'm going to grab the double bit axe upgrade because it only costs 100 food, and that 100 food is going to come in anyway because I've got deers, I've got berries, I've got fish, and I'm going to be able to get to castle age on this fish here and the food that I've got around my TC. So putting up the market, I probably could have already researched it by now. Do I actually grab it first here? I think because I think I'm going to be able to get up. Yeah, so I don't get it because I've got enough food to get up pretty soon. So I'm just waiting. I'm definitely going to have enough food. But once I click up, I'll be researching that straight away. So I'm just a little bit short on the gold here. So I'm just adding an extra villager, and need to get 10 gold, and I'm definitely going to have the food. The hunt is being dropped off there. 10 gold away. I'm just going to queue it after this villager. Should come in just about on time. And there we go. Clicked up to Castle Age. Going to be arriving in Castle Age probably 17 minutes-ish. So it's a pretty quick Castle Age time. And now I'm clicking Castle Age upgrade. Just waiting for a bit more food to come in. And then I'm going to queue up double bit axe, which you would normally do. It only takes 10 seconds to research with Vietnamese because of the 100% faster work rate. If you're going to be short on food and you're floating wood, I recommend grabbing that upgrade in feudal, because then you can it'll help you get the buildings to go up a little bit faster. Alright, so I'm adding some extra fishing ships here to get a bit more food. This is assuming that, your team is contesting water and you're going to have some safe fishing eco. I'm going to invest in a stone mining upgrade because I want to make a castle. And here, I'm not going to arrive to castle age with enough to make a castle straight away. So I'm going to go for the second TC and then the castle. So with these 2 upgrades, I've already saved 125 wood because it costs 50 wood for double bit axe, 75 for the stone mining upgrade. I'm also going to be looking at getting bow saw and horse collar pretty early on in castle age. So I've got some berries here that I can take as well. to get some food. And I'm going to get early wheelbarrow because wheelbarrow researches very quickly for Vietnamese, 37.5 seconds. And it's one of probably, it's a sieve you definitely want to get an early wheelbarrow with, if not the sieve. So I'm going to build a second TC on the stone over here. Bow saw straight away, queue up 2 villages, and then I'm going to grab wheelbarrow. I'm queuing this up before I've got farms, but I'm definitely going to be making 15 plus farms in this game. So I wouldn't recommend doing this with probably any other civ on Nomad, getting wheelbarrow so early, but because it only delays you 1.5 villages, I think it's worth it to grab it when you can afford it. Queuing up some extra villages. I need to get in that horse color upgrade. I need to make some farms. So I'm also getting gill nets because gill nets cost less than 50% of its total resources cost, with Vietnamese being only 150 food, you're saving the 200 wood. And now my castle is going up. Going to start building the castle before 19 minutes. Got the 2 TCs up, and the next thing I'm going to be getting is horse collar. I'm going to start making some farms. Got that coming in now. Again, it only takes 10 seconds to research. So I already got 2, 3, 4, 5 eco upgrades, and I'm able to afford 2 town centres and a castle, and constant villager production. This is off the back of the fishing eco though, that's providing me most of my food income. Castle's up. And I'm gonna produce some rat and archers in this demonstration just for the sake of the fact that you will want to be doing that in any normal game, is to start massing your unique unit on Nomad. And then eventually I'm going to want to go for the 3rd town centre, and I'm going to grab some of the attack upgrades and the armour as well for the rat and archers in this demonstration. So I'm spending my wood in farms, so I've got 8 farms at the moment. Added in a 3rd dock just so that the fishing is more efficient as well. I think it's worth the 150 wood to keep doing that. Grabbing fletching, grabbing town watch, starting to make some more farms. I'm going to be grabbing the gold mining upgrade because that's going to be the main constraint on my eco. It's going to be the speed that gold is coming in. And I'm also going to be grabbing handcart early because it researches double as quick. And you save 200 wood when you're researching it, which is pretty nuts. So it ends up only costing 3/5 of its total cost. And kicks in really quickly. So I think the conventional wisdom for handcart is it's a good idea to get once you've got around 50 villages. If you can afford it. Most games you'll get it later, but with Vietnamese you can afford it at around 50 villages. Starting to keep adding farms, keeping the wood count low. Still haven't grabbed gold mining upgrade yet. I'm going to be grabbing that soon. This replay is going to stop at 25 minutes because I just wanted to showcase early castle age. So I'm going to be making a 3rd town centre here. Adding that one in. And queuing up handcart. Again, it's really handy. This bonus is really handy if you use it like this and just spend your food on villages and eco upgrades, and then invest your wood into farms and military units. I mean, I could be putting more of a focus on making more rat and archers at this stage. And then I'm grabbing gold mining as well. So now I've got handcart farms, bow saw, wood upgrade. I've got the 1st stone mining upgrade, the only gold mining upgrade that Vietnamese get, and I'm starting to increase my farm count. I'm going to get to Imperial Age really quickly off the back of this eco with these upgrades. I just need to add a few more farms and maybe a couple more villages to gold, and I've already got the castle. I'm golden. And the replay is slowly ticking down to the end of the replay. Again, I could be adding some more military here. Forward archery range from the AI. And that's the end of the replay. So yeah, that is how to play Vietnamese booming in Castle Age, is to get your eco upgrades.